Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get on my God, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the sky's the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting in my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my Chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a hawk guy on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
To LA with it, to LA with it. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that. To LA with it. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no chain. Feel like Ice Cube, cause I did good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10-10-80, had a paper straight. Couldn't get it back then, so I had to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash nothing, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we ballin'. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Yeah.
Baby girl love my bop and unlike me too. No roof on my top and my babe see-through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, they ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my bop and unlike me too. No roof on my top and my babe see-through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, they ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Big flex, my swole up. Double cup and I'm pulled up. Hating like hold up. What's the problem? I'm pulled up. Big flex, my swole up. Hard body, they fold up. Shawty say I done glowed up. Double text on my phone up. With your boy, I'm the man of the year. I'm not a fan of your peers. Serve him a fate, I'ma hand him the shears. He not the man of your peers. Heart of a lion, I'm trampling fears. I love the man in the mirror. Cry me a river to stand in the tears. You better stand in the clear. I'm going crazy, fugazi. How would they ever go with a kid? Put it on, baby, it do not faze me. Boy, I do not give what you did. Eating that kitty, she stuck to my rib. How can I trust him? He the pigs. Bro got a Glock and a couple of C's. He think about splitting a couple of wigs. Shotty my DNA all real. Sweatsuit all heel figure. And I ain't even got to deal with you. If I ain't never split a bill with you. I got Hennessy and horchata. Baby girl wearing nada. Growing from a cider, bathrobe in his Prada. Fiji water by the cold glass, granddaddy by the Ziploc. Flex season, I'm road running, I'm staying all on my tip top. Young man with an old mind, so I ain't worried about slight. I be up till sunrise, I'm staying out on my night shift. I got a bottle of bourbon, a bundle of honeys, I'm jiggy, I'm flexing it. Figured I hit it and quit it, I'm busy, I ain't got the minutes for texting it. Came from the gutter with me and my brother, I'm moving my mother right out of the city. I'm a star and they know I go hard, so I'm kissing them babies and signing them. Gold blingin' like Chingo, rock star like Ringo. Checks coming in back to back, I'ma line them up like bingo. Oh, I think that they like me, they be all on my wood tip. Not a stain on my white tee, I'm popping all of this good. Big flex, my swole up. Double cup and I'm pulled up. Hating like hold up, what's the problem? I'm pulled up. Big flex, my swole up. Hard body, they fold up. Shorty say I done glowed up. Double text on my phone up. Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, it ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, it ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Back at it again with another edition of the show. Man, appreciate you guys for being here today. Do me a favor, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button. We want to get the show on the road for you guys. And yeah, we have some topics, lots of topics to go over and discuss. And seems like the month of March is heating up a little bit here. Obviously with Starfield and being like a headliner, a lot of people are still talking about Starfield, you know, saying that it's delayed again. A lot of people are in their feelings about Starfield. Different people have different opinions on it. And I think overall, some people saying, oh, it met my expectations. Some people saying, oh, no, they don't really like what they're seeing so far and what Todd is saying and blah, blah, blah. But like I said yesterday in my stream, how I felt about it. And obviously, you already know when it comes to me and the position that I'm in, I've seen so many freaking tweets and I said, I just laugh. I didn't even bother wasting my time responding to any of them because people just love negativity. And like I said, in this gaming space, you're not allowed to have an opinion. If you like something or if you don't like something, that's just how people are, which, like I said, I got to the point where I just don't care. So it is what it is on that. But nevertheless, we do have some topics to go over. And this ABK deal, man, is getting out of hand. I mean, at this point in time, it's safe to say that Sony is not budging one bit. Like, Sony is at the point now where, like, they don't even care anymore at this point. Like, yeah, I think they made a big mess of making a big ordeal about it and, you know, Call of Duty, this and that. And now they're saying a bunch of stuff with COD and even performance-wise on PS5. And like I said, for me, I mean, I can do without COD. Honestly, like, COD has just been a part of our lives for so long. It's just kind of like automatic, I guess. It's just an automatic thing. When it comes to Call of Duty, like, it's just kind of like, it's almost as if like you wake up every morning, you do the same thing. You brush your teeth, you take a shower, you get something to eat, you say what's up to your spouse, whatever. It's the same routine every day. And that's just how Call of Duty, you know, it's been over the years. You just grow to accustomed to it. It's just like a regular common thing. And so it's like you can do without it. There's so many other games to play, and you know, after you play it so much, it's basically the same thing over and over again. But these companies, they make so much money off these games. I mean, it is what it is at this point. But Jim Ryan, I mean, say what you want to say about Jim Ryan, but this man is ruthless, bro. Like, I don't even know what else to say. And like I said, if you are in Sony's position right now, what would you do? And that's like, besides all the fanboy narrative and what everybody else is saying, it's basically boils down to what would you do if you were Sony? What would you do if you were Jim Ryan? I don't know. You would do what's best for the gamers, right? I mean, obviously that's what you would do. But like I've told you guys plenty of times on this channel over and over again, I said, Sony got a plan. At this very moment, we don't know what that plan is. You see how long they're taking to give us a PS5 showcase? And it's because, well, this ABK deal, and they don't want to show too much. And so Microsoft can have all the ammunition in the world to say, well, see, I told you they got this, they got that, they got all these exclusives, you know, and it's already bad the way how it is right now. You know what I'm saying? They want Sony to reveal all their deals, and whether it's third-party stuff, like they're requesting documents for this, that, whatever the case may be. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't know. You know, but it's like, what do? You know? Thank you so much, Roja. Thank you so much, Roja. Roja 510 with the $20. Thank you so much for being the first to drop something on us today. Definitely does help us out, man. Thank you so much for that. It helps us keep the lights on and keep doing what we're doing here, and obviously keeping this office. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you. But it's just funny to me. It's really funny to me. And not only that, so Jim Ryan said what he's saying about not agreeing with this ABK deal. I've like the fact that Microsoft offered the 10-year deal and Sony did not budge. That lets you know right there that Sony got something up their sleeves as far as this is concerned. Not only that, we want to talk about Call of Duty because this popped up yesterday, and I wanted to talk about this pertaining to PlayStation Plus. And Microsoft basically extending the olive branch, like, listen, like, we'll do. At this point, I think Microsoft is like stretching themselves thin. Like, they're trying to bait Sony, right? They're trying to bait Sony into saying, listen, we'll take the deal, because this is just, you're baiting us right at this moment. Like, you're trying to give us a 10-year deal. You're trying to involve Call of Duty day and date with PlayStation Plus. I mean, that sounds so good. That sounds like a sweet of a deal. So you're baiting us, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to see, they're trying to throw stuff to see what sticks. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to throw stuff to see what sticks on the wall to get Sony to budge, to get Sony to say, you know what, we'll do the deal. But like I said, I don't think, it doesn't matter what Microsoft does at this point. Like, how they could sweeten the deal. It could be the best deal since sliced bread. I don't think Jim Ryan is a tough bird, man. Jim Ryan is a tough stone to crack. You know, this man, you can say whatever you want to say about Jim Ryan, but he's old school. He's an Englishman, and he's just very old school. It seemed like he's just by the book on everything, and you cannot get him to crack that easily. I feel like Jim Ryan, the difference between Jim Ryan and Phil, not saying Phil is not experienced, man, but Jim Ryan is more serious and he's more business oriented. Like, he's by the book on everything. He's just like, nope, we not doing this. We gonna do things the way how we see fit. Even if it means that we're gonna lose out on COD, whatever, we don't care. We just want this deal to be over with. We trying to stop this deal from happening. we're not in agreement with this crap. You know, I'll get to your sponsorship in just a second. You know, we're not in agreement. So he's one of those old school Englishmen that is just by the book. I don't know if you guys get that same vibe. And that's why a lot of people don't really like Jim Ryan, because he's not like a gamer like Phil Spencer is, where he's on Twitter all the time and conversating with the Xbox fans. And listen, if that's one thing I can say about the Xbox community, and I will always give the Xbox community flowers. I will always give the Xbox community flowers. And here's why. Besides, see, it's funny. Your phone goes off every single time with emails. Every time I go live, it's almost as if like everybody's just waiting for me to go live. Oh, here goes this email for this. Here goes this email for that. Whatever. That's one of the things I love about the Xbox community. When it comes to the community, I love that. Like Sony, they just act like they just too good to be on social media and to correspond with their fans and stuff like that. You never see the official PlayStation account respond to a fan. I've never seen it. I don't know if y'all seen it, but that's one thing I can say about the Xbox community. Thank you for subscribing. If you're brand new, click the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50K so we can give away a Series X or a PS5. So thank you. The Xbox community is always responsive. Phil Spencer is always responsive to the community. I love that about Xbox. You cannot take away that from Xbox. And like I said, I don't hate Xbox. I just want them to thrive. I want them to go back to what made Xbox great from the very beginning. That's all I want. And that's why when you're hard on something, man, you want whatever that thing is to do better and to improve. You know what I'm saying? If Xbox was like my son or my daughter or something like that, or whoever, you know, that I love and care about, like I might be a little hard on them, but hey, listen, this is for your own good. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying this out of love. I'm saying this because I want you to thrive. Like I don't want you to get relaxed and keep doing the same thing and keep making the same mistakes over and over again. I don't want that. I don't want Sony to just be the only one in this race. No, because Sony can be cocky. They can be arrogant. They can be lazy. We don't want that PS3 Sony all over again. Don't get me started on Sony, because Sony is not perfect. And I told you guys this plenty of times. I'm not easing up off the gas with Sony. I mash off on Sony anytime I'm ready. And I say what I say. If PlayStation fans don't like it, they just don't like it. I don't care. You guys already know me already. But Microsoft, in order for you to go back to the way you was before, you need to focus on your IPs. I don't care how many times you delay it. People are mad about Starfield getting delayed. Like I said, wait till June 11th to make the final curtain call. I agree with that. I said it yesterday after the stream end. I said I'll wait until June 11th, but what I'm seeing so far, I'm not blown away. Like the CGI stuff in the beginning, I mean, you could see outer space and the ground and stuff. It looks good from the CGI, but when they start showing little snippets of gameplay, I'm just like, I don't know. But I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt until June 11th. After June 11th, I'll make my final curtain call on that one, and we're just going to leave it the way it is. But that's the vibe that I get from Jim Ryan. I feel like Jim Ryan, you know, can sometimes come off as, I don't care about PlayStation fans. I only care about the numbers. I only care about what's best for PlayStation in terms of the shareholders and not so much of the fans. That's how Jim Ryan comes off as. And then another time, it seems like he's for the players. You get what I'm saying? And that's typically what you expect from CFOs and CEOs and head of, you know, presidents and whatever the case may be of certain companies. And that's just the vibe that I get from Jim Ryan. So we're going to talk about all of that. We're also going to talk about RE4 Demo, because we did talk about the situation pertaining to GameStop canceling pre-orders and things of that nature in store. Like I told you guys yesterday, gave y'all a heads up. Make sure you check with your local GameStop to make sure that, you know, you don't have your pre-orders being canceled and things of that nature. So we're going to talk about the RE4 demo. We will be streaming the Capcom showcase. Obviously, they're probably going to have, you know, a demo right after. I mean, we're hearing some stuff in the rumbling, so we're going to cover a little bit on that one. Also, we're going to talk about the insane power and capabilities of the PlayStation 5. Considering based on power, it's the weaker version of the next-gen consoles compared to the superior Series X, which developers are still trying to squeeze the orange as much as possible on the actual Series X. But I really want to talk about the insane power of the PS5, because once again, we have seen people say, oh, PC is the best route to go. And I've said it before, different strokes for different folks. Some people can afford it. That's just the way how life works. If you can afford it, by all means, go ahead and get your 4090 card or your 4080 card, get your 13th generation Intel processor, get all the RAM that you need, and your water cooled system, your nice, you know, PC case, your motherboard that, you know, you can overclock and whatever you want to do, a beefy power supply, whatever it is that you want to do when it comes to your PC, that's on you. But not everybody can afford to build a nice rig. And I've said that before. So the silver lining here on what I'm trying to say is consoles is a very good value. It's a very good balance between, you know, not buying a PC and wanting to build a PC depending on the game and what you're trying to really do. And so once again, the PS5 has reigned supreme when it comes to power, and not only just power, but value as well, right? Instead of you going crazy, spending all this money, building a rig, it's very, very expensive, okay? But if you can afford it, then by all means do it. We have another delay on our hands once again. We're talking about Suicide Squad, a game that we saw gameplay during the last PlayStation State of Play. I'm not blown away by it. It looks okay. It looks okay. I'm not like, oh my God, Suicide Squad. Like, oh yes, Suicide Squad. Oh, I'm jumping out of my seat and I'm going to run a marathon around the neighborhood for Suicide Squad. No, it looks okay. We have another delay on our hands. I know you guys don't like delays, but you know what? We are trying to avoid a Cyberpunk 2077 situation all over again. We're trying to avoid that altogether, and delay and make it better, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Activision Blizzard deal promo by Microsoft. We're going to talk about future Call of Duty being buggy on PS5, PS4. We're also going to talk about sales of PS5 in Japan as well. Now, PS5 is showing no signs of slowing down when it comes to sales and how things are performing. So guys, if you want to continue to see more shows like this moving forward, please do me a favor and smash up that like button. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here today and for watching me, for liking, subscribing, dealing with my antics. Thank y'all. Just seriously, I just want to take the time to thank everybody for being here today. Love you guys. Appreciate everything that you do for me. I don't take nothing for granted. Some days are good, some days are bad, depending on the topics, depending on what we're talking about, but everything still remains. So thank you guys. I love y'all. Appreciate the love and the support that you guys give. Share the stream. If you're following me out on Twitter, MarlonGamingNation, retweet the stream. It helps us out with notifications and everything. So thank you guys. All right, let's get into the news. First topic, Jim Ryan. Now, like I've said, Jim Ryan, you know what I'm saying, is not going anywhere. I know some people say, oh, we need to get rid of Jim Ryan out of office, blah, blah, blah. Jim Ryan don't need to be, bring Sean Layton back, you know, bring Andrew House back, or whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's or Jack Tretton back or whatever, right? Because those leaders were great. You know what I mean? They weren't perfect, but they were great. And Jim Ryan, for some reason, a lot of things Jim Ryan say, it's kind of like, okay, cool. And then it's kind of like, I'm following along, but I'm still not understanding what's really kind of going on here. Or, you know, we believe in generations and this and that and yada, yada, yada. We already know all of that stuff, the promises. But like I said, he's an old school English man, and he stands firm on what he say. So This is a bold one right here. This is very, very spicy. So we're going to go over this and we're going to discuss it. Do me a favor, guys. If you're just now coming in, hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's start off the show, man. Let's start off the show right away. Larry K, thank you for the $1. I appreciate you. So headliner for today, Jim Ryan, PlayStation boss Jim Ryan, reportedly said, now this is coming from PSU.com, I don't want a new Call of Duty deal. Oh my God. I want to block your merger. Microsoft, Xbox. I want to block your merger. I do not care. Jim Ryan is saying, I don't care. I don't care. Phil, I do not care about your deal. I want to block your deal. As cut and dry as that. I've said this before on this channel. Sony is not budging, not one bit. If they were budging, they would have signed that deal, the same deal that they gave Nintendo and Steam or Valve, whatever the case may be. He's saying, no. I don't want nothing from you guys. I do not want this 10-year deal that you're trying to offer. No, I want to block. He verbatim said, I want to block your merger. Okay? I know it might sound selfish. I know it might sound like, I don't know, right? This is just completely wrong. Like, no, I want to block it. We want to do everything in our power to stop you in your tracks, Microsoft. We want to do, no, we're not your friend. We're not your buddy. We're not going to roll over and let you, or better yet, go ahead and sell Call of Duty by itself. Like we not trying to, no. We're not trying to be in the same bed here. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to have you have the upper hand on us with this deal because it's whatever you say goes. But at the same time, Microsoft has given them the olive branch and say, okay, well, here's something even better. What about you having Call of Duty day and date with play? No, we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that. We want to block your merger. That's what we want to do. We trying to stop this thing from happening. But also, you have to look on Sony's side of things of how they were ranting and raving and putting themselves in the position that they're in. I think if Sony would have just shut their mouths and just back off the deal from the very beginning, we wouldn't be in this conversation right now. But obviously, that's not going to happen because Sony makes too much money off of Call of Duty to begin with, off of DLC, off of, the marketing rights and all this stuff, and not only that, more people play on PS5 than they do on Xbox. And Microsoft know this. Microsoft is not stupid. Microsoft knows this, that majority of Call of Duty players plays more on PlayStation. More people buy PlayStation 5s, not just for the first party. You think people buy PS5s for first party stuff? No, it's third party stuff. And more Call of Duty players play on PlayStation than anywhere else. Look it up. That's a fact. So Microsoft, they know this. And so that's why you see Microsoft extending the olive branch. Okay, you don't want to take the 10-year deal that we gave Nintendo and everybody else, but let's sweeten the deal just a little bit just to get you in, because we know Call of Duty performs better on your platform. So whatever we got to do to bend the bow a little bit to get in your good graces, Sony, that's what we're going to do. We know you have, 48 million subscribers on PlayStation Plus. Let's work something out. Not just to benefit us with our agreement, but let's do something to benefit the players as well. Instead of the players spending all this money up front, spending $70, which a lot of people that are seasoned Call of Duty players, they don't care. They don't care. Let me say this again. Seasoned Call of Duty players that plays predominantly on PlayStation, they do not care. Okay? They don't care. They'll spend $70 and buy whatever DLC that they need to buy. You see what I'm saying? So Microsoft is looking at this, and Microsoft is saying, hey, hold on. Your fan base don't have to spend $70. They can just spend $10 or whatever, $15, whatever you're charging, or $18, whatever you're charging now for your subscription service, versus spending $70. That's what Microsoft is looking at. Microsoft is looking at a home run. They're trying to Barry Bonds this thing. They're trying to get this thing over with. And that's why I say you need, as much as, I'm going to get to your donation in just a second. Hold on to your seat. Hold on to your freaking seats, ladies and gentlemen, today. This is why I agree with Microsoft on certain things. Here is the thing. I get it. Microsoft is for the players. They are trying to make sure that everybody who is not able, right, who is not able to afford a console can get one, right? I forgot what that plan is where you can buy an Xbox on a payment plan. I'll get to that in just a second. Hold on to your seats. You can buy an Xbox cheap. Get on a payment plan cheap. You can get Game Pass cheap. Right? $1, $2, whatever, however you get it, that's on you. They're for the players. Sony, they say they're for the players a lot of times, but sometimes it comes off as, oh, a lot of anti-consumer bull crap, which both companies is, but sometimes Sony, they be rubbing PlayStation fans the wrong way on certain things. Cross-play, don't get me started on all that old stuff. They have gotten a little bit better, but what I'm saying is, Microsoft on this situation, they're saying, you know what, we're Barry Bonds in this situation. We're looking at the subscription service side of things, and we're trying to sit there and be the good guys. This entire generation want to be the good guys, and we want to be the good guys for your fans as well with this ABK deal. Let's go ahead and let's get to these super chats here. OG Gaming with the $10 says, and that's great news for Microsoft. Bad news for PlayStation fans. When Microsoft closes this deal, if I was Microsoft, I would only give them 5 years at twice the price. You see, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? But like I've said, and I've said it before, let me get to this. Who is this member? Severin, thank you so much for 14 months. He says, well, Marlon, when the market leader by a wide margin is whining, it's weak. They have that right, but it's not a good optics. People can be mad, whatever. Exactly. They're the market leader. Listen, Sony is in a good position right now. They're in a very good, they're in the best position right now. They're the market leader. They're selling more consoles than Microsoft. They're winning all the way across the board. Only where they're hurting right now is Call of Duty. And Jim Ryan seemed like he got a plan. He's like, well, we're just trying to block your merger. Like, sell Call of Duty separately, bro. We're good. We'll work out something to have Call of Duty on our console, but we're not signing your stinking deal. That's literally what Jim Ryan is saying. Let's go ahead and let's get into this story. He said, I want to block your merger, Microsoft. So this is coming from the Brussels trip and everything like that. So let's go over this article, and then we're going to go over it and discuss it in more in depth. Jim Ryan, CEO and president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, reportedly pulled no punches during a closed hearing with the EU regulators last month, telling Activision and Microsoft that I don't want a new Call of Duty deal. That's coming straight out of Jim Ryan's mouth. I just want to block your merger. That's according to Activision's LAUREL Cheng, who claimed that Ryan's comments on February 21st, after which Microsoft held a press conference in Brussels to unveil licensing deals for Call of Duty with Nintendo, Nvidia, where it pledged to bring the multi-million-dollar selling franchise to 150 million people, more people, a figure combining Switch and GeForce Now platforms. So, like I said, Microsoft's goal is to, and that's why I said you need Microsoft. You need them. You need them to keep Sony in check. You need them to keep Sony on their toes. As bad as Microsoft is, and they have issues here and there with development of their games, and that's the only issue I have with Microsoft. Yeah, I just feel like they need to manage their games better. They need to focus on the IPs that they need to, that they have right now, and make them the best quality they can possibly make them, and so that everybody can be happy. You know what I mean? That's the only issue I have with Microsoft. Everything else they do well. They do marketing well. Therefore, the players, they want their games to be everywhere, so everybody, all walks of life, can experience their games. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the only issue I have with Microsoft is buckle down on your IPs, focus on your IPs, put out good quality IPs, and stop worrying about buying up everything. That's my only issue with them. Everything else is fine because at the end of the day, the gamers are the ones that are winning. I know it hurts game sales after 12 months or whatever the case may be. I know that Microsoft, they need to give us something else other than just Game Pass, but it is what it is. We're going to get what we're going to get, and that's going to be it. But you need Microsoft in this race. You cannot just have Sony, because I'm telling you, Sony can get cocky, they can get arrogant, they can be on top of the cloud. You see what I'm saying? And then they treat us like garbage. And then we get what we get served up on us. Look at Apple. We get what we get. Do you want Sony to become Apple? We don't want that. Even though they're the market leader and it seemed like they're the Apple of the console market, we don't want them to just solely be the main one when it comes to next generation stuff. No, you need Microsoft. You need them. As much as I get on their case, you need Microsoft. You need them. And so this is definitely a bold statement here. I don't know. It might make PlayStation look just look weird because of what Jim Ryan is saying, but he's speaking from the heart. He's just like, listen, I don't want no freaking deal. I want to block this merger. I don't want this merger to go through because it's going to affect millions of gamers. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the PlayStation side of things, if this deal actually goes through, because now it's just, oh, here's this 10-year deal, and here's all our recommendations, or this is our guidelines, or this is what we want, this is what we don't want, or whatever the case may be. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Is Jim Ryan right? Is Jim Ryan wrong for saying what he's saying? Do y'all think that Sony should accept this deal so that it can benefit PlayStation fans when it comes to PlayStation Plus, so y'all can stop paying $70? You guys are the consumers. You guys have to decide that on your own. I can't make that decision for you. You have to make that decision. You have to speak with your wallets, and you have to speak with your mouths on Twitter, tag these CEOs and let them know how you really feel. I mean, that's really what it really boils down to at the end of the day. None of this smoke and mirror console war bull crap, okay? It's business at the end of the day. You don't have to like it, but business is going to be business at the end of the day. Things are going to be said that we're not going to like, but what you got to remember, everything is very delicate right now. It's like wet toilet paper. Like, it's very, very delicate and very brittle. Any decision that's being made now is going to affect the long run of things. You see what I'm saying? So y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that one. Let's go ahead and let's move on. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button. All right. Let's go ahead on this other topic, because this is Microsoft bending the bow. So let's talk about this. Let's dive into this one. This has to do with Call of Duty once again. And this has to do with it being on PlayStation Plus. This is something I need to do a poll on, because this is something I need to ask. A majority of you guys in here are PlayStation fans, like y'all claim to be. So I need to ask the PlayStation fans on here, would you guys be happy? Would you guys be happy if Call of Duty is on PS Plus day one? All right, let me do my job. Let me play my part and ask the community that question. And then we're going to move on. It says right here, Call of Duty. This is coming from PlayStationLifestyle.net. Shout out to PlayStationLifestyle.net. Call of Duty can be on PlayStation Plus day one, says Microsoft. Sound like a sweet, incredible deal. Again, need everybody who is in here who is able to vote. That's very critical because this gives us a little, I know I'm just a drop in the bucket. My channel is very small, but even if my channel was bigger, maybe we can have a bigger gauge, but I need everybody to vote so we can accurately see how much of you guys would love to have Call of Duty day one on PlayStation Plus instead of spending $70. Because if you're saying no, you don't want Call of Duty on PlayStation Plus day one, then that's you saying, oh, you're okay with spending $70. So please be accurate with your voting. No joke. This is serious. Okay, let's go ahead and let's dig into this. Let's read into this and then we're going to go ahead and discuss. It says right here that Call of Duty could be released on PlayStation Plus on day one, according to the latest statement from Microsoft. This would be part of the company's plan for the franchise that would bring parity to all platforms as long as the proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard goes ahead. Call of Duty on PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass at the same time. Ooh, that sounds like a sweet deal, right? That was one of the things when this merger was going through. When we first heard the merger, a lot of people was worried that, man, Call of Duty was going to be exclusive just to Xbox. But then we sit down and we actually really think about it. And people are saying, well, you know, Call of Duty is going to be day one on Game Pass. And that's going to be the upper hand, right? Because it's going to be day and day. But what about PlayStation? Like, how is that going to work? Well, you heard what Microsoft is saying here. They're saying that they're willing to put Call of Duty on PlayStation Plus, and have it available at the same time, like how it is on Game Pass. Wow. That, you see, but Jim Ryan is no, I'm not taking that. Let's finish reading this deal. It says right here, Microsoft has already offered Sony a 10-year deal to keep Call of Duty on PS5 and PS4. And this deal will mean future games have the same release date. So in other words, day and date. So on the same day Call of Duty is available on Game Pass, it will be available on PlayStation Plus. I think that's a win-win, to be honest with you. I think that's a win-win for PlayStation fans and for Xbox as well. Why? Because, okay, well, you don't have to spend $70. You already have PlayStation Plus. Yeah, they might hit you upside the head with DLC. That's how they make their money. You know what I mean? Extra content. You just get the game itself, but we're still going to have you pay extra out of pocket for DLC. That's just the way how it works. Microtransactions, that's just the way how it works. You're not going to get everything built into PlayStation Plus. You're going to get the standard game so you can play the game, whatever. You already got, you know, you're online. You can play online for free. You get Call of Duty, whatever the case may be. Not only that will boost up more subscribers for Sony, but also here's the Achilles heel. It's not so good for Sony because Sony is saying no to this. This is bad because it's going to make COD run like garbage. Stay tuned for that. So, basically, future games have the same release date, content. Whoa, here we go. Content, features, upgrades, quality, and playability with Xbox platforms. So, being that Call of Duty will be owned by Microsoft, Sony would get all of these things. All of these bells and whistles, all of these perks, day and date. That's wow. It gets no better than that. You get everything. You get upgrades. You get the same quality, the same playability, all the content, all the features, day and date with Game Pass. What do you guys think about that? I would love to hear y'all thoughts. Anyways, thanks to VGC, subscription is eligible for inclusion in Sony's multi-game subscription service. At the same time and for the same duration. In other words, Call of Duty games will come to Game Pass and PlayStation Plus on day one, as long as the deal goes through. I want to hear what y'all have to say on this. The fate of Call of Duty depends entirely on the outcome of the Microsoft deal, obviously, because the deal has not gone through yet. But it seems like Sony isn't happy regardless of what happens. Microsoft believes that allowing Activision games on PlayStation Plus will help improve the service. Of course, it's going to help improve the service. I just said it. It will help people who are interested in Call of Duty or whatever other games that Microsoft can agree on to be on PlayStation Plus. It will help more subscribers because people who are interested in those games don't have to pay full price. They can sign up for PlayStation Plus, pay X amount of dollars, and that's more subscribers for Sony. Y'all let me know. Some of y'all are Sony. Y'all call yourselves Sony fans. So y'all let me know. But Sony claims otherwise. The latter has alleged it would allow Microsoft to increase the price of Call of Duty through its licensing fee, therefore causing a PlayStation Plus subscription price increase and destroy the competition. There you go. Now, remember I told you guys all of that sounded good, but the Achilles heel to that is, what if Call of Duty goes up in price? Then Sony has to raise the price of PlayStation Plus. And then that's not going to be good because people are already whining and complaining about, PlayStation Premium is too expensive, right? Oh, it's costing too much. If people are already complaining about that being too expensive, what's going to happen with Call of Duty price? Because it's going to go up in price. Game Pass is not going to stay the same price forever. It's not going to be at $15 forever. It's going to go up in price. I mean, Call of Duty that's the only Achilles heel to all of this, guys. Only Achilles heel is that, well, you get Call of Duty, you don't have to pay $70, but at the same time, the prices are going to go up. Whether it goes up $3, $5, whatever the case may be. That's just the price that you're going to pay. Some people are going to say, well, at least I ain't got to pay $70 a month. I mean, even if it goes up, Game Pass goes up to $18 or even $20, I'll still pay the $20. That's what some people even said. Because remember, Microsoft even talked about going up on price for Game Pass, their consoles, all this stuff is going to go up in price eventually. Okay, if Game Pass goes up to $20, some of y'all said y'all will still pay $20, right? $20 is a lot of money to pay. Considering, even looking at Netflix, some people are like, heck no, I'm not paying $20 for Netflix for no 4K resolution crap. I'm not paying that. I'm not paying to have this 4K resolution stuff or whatever the case. I'm just going to get the basic Netflix, even though, the resolution is even lower. People are crying about even Netflix being at what it is right now, let alone a gaming subscription service. It's not going to be at the same price forever, especially with this economy that we're in right now. Games are costing way more money to make. Everything is going up in prices. This ain't no game. This ain't no joke. This is a real conversation, guys. I hope we're not playing around with this conversation because this is all going to affect all of us. And I understand why Sony is so hesitant on signing this deal because you don't want to be in the bed with the devil. You don't want to be in bed with the devil if you don't have to. They're looking at Microsoft as the devil right now. Y'all trying to have this upper hand on us, getting this big merger through, and then it's going to affect our industry one way or the other. Because let's say if prices go up, okay, this deal sounds so unbelievably good. But what if prices go up on subscription services and people whining and complaining, being mad at Sony? You see, it's a double-edged sword. And I've said this countless times. You cannot grab a knife by the blade and be okay. There's only one way to hold a knife. You cannot hold it the other way. You cannot hold on to the blade of a knife. You just can't. Can't do it. You're going to get cut. So, and that's what Sony's looking at right now. And part of me is like, put on your business hat, Marlon. Take the gamer hat off. Look at the business side of things. Sit down, focus, and think. What would you do if you were Jim Ryan? Would you jump on this deal? Knowing how our economy is, how things go up in price. Man, if we take this deal and this is, exclusive thing to our subscription service and, now Call of Duty is going up in price. Now we got to raise the price of our subscription service. Then what? How is this going to affect PlayStation fans? How this is going to affect our industry? Now it's going to be a crash and burn situation. These same fans that are saying, oh, Sony, all you do is whine and complain. Oh, Sony, you need to stop whining and complaining and accept the deal. See, this is why Jim Ryan gets paid the money that he gets paid to run PlayStation and not us. Not me, not you. But I've been around long enough. I've ran a couple businesses myself. I've worked for different companies myself, you know, and it's not an easy job, especially when it comes to numbers. You have to look at the long haul effect of things. You can't just look on the short, because all this stuff sounds great on the short term on paper. And then long term wise, you're not thinking anything can happen. The economy can crash tomorrow, and it gets ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, and then who is everybody going to come after? They're going to come after Jim Ryan. They're going to unsubscribe from PlayStation Plus because, well, oh, it's too expensive, or the quality is not the same anymore. It's a lot of things, guys, that we have to look into. And it's not even just Sony, it's Microsoft. That's why I said you have to look at this from a different lens. You can't just look at it from, oh, we need the deal to go through. Look at the long-term effect. What happens when Microsoft goes up on the price? Y'all think y'all gonna win on Game Pass forever? No, we're gonna take L's on Game Pass. Game Pass is not gonna be $15 forever. They're gonna go up on the price of Game Pass. You just wait. You think that you're getting a sweet of a deal. And this is, you know what? People don't like me. People have always negative things. I don't care. I don't care. Say, put out your little tweets and tag me. I'm not gonna respond. I'm just gonna ignore you. Okay? I'm going to speak my mind just like everybody else. I'm entitled to my own opinion. You can like me or you don't like me. I don't care if you like me or not. I'm not your friend. But I will say this. You have to look at things from a different lens. You have to. Because Game Pass is going to go up in price. What happens when Game Pass goes up in price? What happens when the quality of the games are not the same? What's going to happen? You see what I'm saying? What's going to happen then? You lose subscribers, just like a content creator, just like me. You lose subs. If I say something out of whack that people don't like, guess what? They're going to unsubscribe. That's a fact of life. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. That's why I am the way how I am. And I get what I get because I'm always going to keep it real. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to be buddies with me. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone ranger. I'm a lone survivor. I will survive. I don't have a lot of friends. In my phone, this is true story. I don't have a lot of friends I talk to. I don't have any friends. I stay to myself. You see what I'm saying? I have my immediate family and that's it. I'm a lone wolf. And I do my show by myself. That's okay. You understand what I'm saying? So people are not going to like you, and that's okay. But hear me out. Hear what I'm saying. Look at it from a different lens. Look at it from Jim Ryan's perspective. Look at it from Microsoft's perspective. They're both in business to make money. Facts. They're both in business to make money. You hear me? So they're going to come a time where things are going to happen. The market crashes or the economy just goes crazy out of whack. Prices start going up. And some of you guys think Sony is your friend. Some of you guys think Microsoft is your friend. You rant and you rave about your favorite piece of plastic. We're all guilty of it, right? Because we love the games from these favorite piece of plastics that we play every single day. But here is the drawback. There's going to come a point where there's going to be things from Sony that you ain't going to like. And there's going to be a time where things are going to happen when it comes to Microsoft that you're not going to like. This ABK deal, do not think you're going to get the best deal since sliced bread. We're going to be the ones taking the L. Because you think that Microsoft is going to be losing out. They're never losing. We are going to be the one. Just like, let me tell you all this, and then we're going to move on. Just like you going and you're buying a car. You see what I'm saying? And you do not have the cash money. I've always tell everybody this. I'm guilty of it too. and I've said this over and over again, you cannot beat the system, bro. Doesn't matter who you are. If you go buy a vehicle or a house, whatever the case may be, and you don't have cash, guess what's going to happen? Now you got to trust that car. Now you got to trust that house. Now you got to, it's called financing, right? You have financing charges. You have all these extra fees and all that type of stuff. You can never beat the bank. You can never win when you're financing. The only way you can win is if you pay more money than you owe. You pay more than what they say for you to pay, so you can knock out your interest. If you don't do that, guess who is going to win at the end of the day? The bank is going to win. Same thing with Microsoft and Sony. Oh, this is such a sweet deal. You know how much money Microsoft is fixing to make once this ABK deal go through? They're fixing to make billions of dollars. Even more money. Because here's what's going to happen. People who are interested in those Activision games, they're going to subscribe to Game Pass. Right? Not only that, but all the other effects of it. Well, oh, in the clouds. Oh, on the mobile side. Everywhere where this deal is going to be beneficial, they're going to make even more bank. So they're not losing. They are not losing. In the long stretch of things, they go up on the price, we lose out because we can't afford it anymore. So now we got to step off. That's why I'm trying to get y'all to understand. That's why a lot of people don't like me, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm pro Xbox. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm pro Sony. I love Sony more because I love their games. I grew up on their games, and I love their games more than Microsoft games. That's a fact. That's just how I am. But I'm not fixing to sit here and sell my soul to Sony. No. Because at the end of the day, Sony gives me crap, I'm going to call them out. Microsoft give me crap, I'm going to call them out. That's a fact. Period. So, again, look at it from both sides. All right. Let's go ahead here and let's talk about this. Again, this article that I'm about to talk about, everything I just said, everything, all the examples that I just talked about, you're going to hear in the same article. Because this is how I am. This is why I say I'm different from everybody else when it comes to this new stuff. I go in depth. I don't care what nobody say about me or he do things this way. You don't like what I do, you don't have to be here. This article basically goes in depth with what I'm saying and the reason why Sony is behaving the way they're behaving. Let's go into it and let's discuss it. So, this is the effect of why Sony is not so jumpy to jump on this deal when it comes to, oh, we'll make it day and date with Game Pass. Oh, yeah. With all the content and everything. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Here's the thing, bro. Let's go over this and discuss this. And then y'all gonna be like, oh, well, dang. Dang, Marlon. Yeah. Here we go. This is coming from PlayStationLifestyle.net. Microsoft, listen to this. Microsoft-Activision deal would make Sony improve PlayStation Plus, says Xbox. Ooh, here we go. The Microsoft-Activision deal has already made Sony present some extra... Yo, listen. This right here, man. This just shows you how much this deal is being dragged out of proportion, because it's like, this is a whole nother argument here. All right. And this is some good thing for PlayStation players because it will spur Sony to make its PlayStation Plus service better. Hold on.
We will.
Xbox says PlayStation Plus price might be lowered after the merger. Ooh. So Microsoft is saying, man, after the merger, PlayStation Plus price is going to be lowered. In its response to, I'm going to get to that in a second. In response to the CMA, a notice of possible remedies, Microsoft says that including Activision content on Game Pass would lead improvements for PlayStation Plus. By enabling Microsoft to compete more effectively against Sony. Whoa. Whoa. The merger can also be expected to push Sony to improve its subscription offering to benefit of its more than 46 million subscribers, which would in turn result in lower prices, higher quality, and or greater choice for for console customers. Here's where I stick a pen. Remember what Sony said about the subscription model service and why they don't see the subscription model lasting a very long time. Not only that, but the quality of the games, right? The quality of the games. Like the quality of the games might suffer over time because you think you're getting such a great deal with Game Pass. But the quality, I talked about this so many times, people come after me, which I don't care. The quality of the games suffer, and then you get what you get because you think nothing in life is for free. You got to pay something to get something. Yes, if you're subscribed to Game Pass, yes, you get the games with the subscription for free. Yes, because you have to pay for that subscription service. But what if those titles tank when it comes to quality? Then what? Are you still going to be happy? No, you're not. Let's be real. Microsoft also claims that Sony offered new PlayStation Plus tiers and additional content in response to the announcement of the merger. That ignores the argument that these PlayStation Plus changes might have been in a reaction to Xbox Game Pass in general rather than the merger, which we already know this already. In addition, unless Activision's catalog would also be offered on PlayStation Plus after the potential merger, saying that it would result in greater choice for PlayStation Plus customers seems a bit of a stretch. Remember, we just talked about this. Didn't we just talk about this? I know we did. Nighthawk, thank you for the 28 months. Says, hello, Marlon. It's good to see you again. Says, I've been busy lately. Sorry, I missed your stream. Oh, it's all good. The fact that you're here, you're here. See what I'm saying? Oh, it's such a great deal. Come on now. Sign right here. It's such a great deal. Oh, Danny DeVito on Matilda. Oh, yeah. Let's roll back the mileage. Oh, it's going to be such a great deal when they see this old raggedy freaking car with 10,000 miles on it, which the actual miles on the car is actually 300,000. Let's roll back the mileage to 10,000 and sell it. Frauds. You see what I'm saying? Frauds. So yeah, it sounds so great. And it's going to benefit Sony so much. But only Sony knows Sony. Only Sony knows what's best for their business and also what's best for PlayStation fans. Some of the choices that Sony makes, sometimes I'll be scratching my head like, Sony, what the heck are you smoking? But then you look at this and you're like, yeah, I can see the good, but I can also see the bad. Because it ain't just, oh, this is so sweet of a deal. Anything in life, anytime something is too good to be true, doggone it, it's too good to be true. Pay attention and watch out because you might get screwed. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's move on. Let me know y'all thoughts on that one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. We ain't done yet. Told you, man. This Activision Blizzard situation takes up the whole entire show. This is why I say I'm sick of talking about this stuff because Sony is playing the game of cat and mouse. Remember in the very beginning of this generation, how Sony was just like, no, Microsoft, you go first. No, Microsoft is like, no, you go first, Sony, you go first, right? This game of cat and mouse. What do you think is happening right now? The game of cat and mouse. That's what's happening, y'all. The game of cat and mouse. It's the same thing, y'all. Same thing happening. The same game of cat and mouse. Stretching this deal out. Arguing, the bickering, and the fighting, and whatever the case may be. This is what it is. So I'm telling y'all, these corporations, they know exactly what they're doing. We got to suffer because here's where we suffer at. Oh, I want Spider-Man 2. Yo, Benji, man. Yo, man, I saw this rumor the other day, man. Yo, seemed like we're getting a PS5 showcase. Not happening. You can read, you can look at all the rumors and get hyped just for a mild second thinking you're getting the PS5 showcase. Not going to happen, Benjamin. Not going to happen. Here's why. Because Sony is so doggone busy with this doggone deal. Microsoft is so doggone busy with this doggone deal. So we, the gamers, we have to suffer and we have to wait until we get to some type of conclusion. People don't understand that. We're all being affected by this stupid freaking deal. We want this deal to go through so that we could go back to what we know and what we love. Microsoft is scared to show certain things. Sony is scared to show certain things. Come on, guys. We got to open our eyes and realize this is the longest running deal ever. You see what I'm saying? By a console maker. Like, this is ridiculous. This is being stretched out so freaking long when this crap should have been over with and things should be in place. And then we could get back to what it's just the industry is just not the same because all we're doing and all this does is fuel the console wars even more. This is all this does. Let's go ahead and let's talk about this. Here's where the long-term effect of what I was talking about happens again with Call of Duty on PS5 and PS4 and where the quality is going to tank. Same thing I was just talking about. So, like I told you, it ain't a sweet of a deal that you think it is. Oh, I'm getting a sweet deal. Keep thinking you're getting a sweet deal because you're going to get a raw deal before you get a sweet deal. That's just the way how life works. Here we go. Oh, it's so sweet because we could pay $10 for PlayStation Plus and we could get Call of Duty. Oh, man, that's a sweet deal. We don't have to spend $75. Think that's how it works? Keep thinking that way. Let's see the longevity of this deal and the effects of this deal and what's going to happen 10 years from now and how the quality of Call of Duty is going to dwindle or is it going to increase over time? Considering how Microsoft cannot just somehow find a way to make high quality games to save their lives right now. Pay attention. This is coming from PlayStationLifestyle.net. Call of Duty may be deliberately buggy on PS5 and PS4 in the future. What did I just say? What did I say before I start looking at this article? Some of y'all just sitting around. Listen, what did I say? I simply went in detail, came up with different examples. Look at it from, what did I say earlier before I even looked at this article? Look at it from a different lens. Get the fam, put on your business hat. How is Call of Duty going to be in the future? You remember when we first heard about this merger? Everybody was raising concerns. We know how Microsoft is. We know how they is with game development and how we're not going to get back into it. You guys know what I'm saying. How are these qualities of these Call of Duty games are going to be? Remember that conversation in the beginning of this merger? Here Sony comes again, talking about what's realistic. Some of y'all might not want to hear this, but this is the reality. And this is one of the main reasons why Sony did not put their first-party games day and date with their subscription service, because they feel like the quality is just not going to be the same. And it does not fit with their business model. We're talking about a brand that upholds quality for the most part. Just like Toyota, not every Toyota is perfect. Some of the earlier years Toyota are faulty. They have all type of issues. You understand? Leaky valve covers, I don't know, faulty catalytic converters, bad oxygen sensors, I don't know, exhausts making ticking sounds because there's a crack in the exhaust manifold, and when it heats up and then it cools down, it cracks the manifold itself. Nothing is perfect. And I told you guys that PlayStation and Sony is the Toyota of the console market. They're not perfect. But Sony tries to uphold quality. This is the reason why, for the most part, this is the reason why they're so hesitant with this Call of Duty, because they can see what's going to happen in the future, especially with Microsoft and how they love to drop the ball when it comes to the qualities of their games. Okay, let's dig into this. The arguments and the allegations between Sony and Microsoft Thank you for the donation. We're gonna dig into this.
We will make our own destiny.
LT, thank you for the $5. It says the deal is for the deal. Okay, let me see. Let me hear what you're saying. The deal is for COD for 10 years with parity. If the deal gets blocked, I don't think Sony will get a better deal when or if the contract gets renewed. That's a very good question. If Sony could afford Call of Duty, they would have bought it. They would have jumped the line over Microsoft and get it. They can't afford Call of Duty as a franchise. So if Call of Duty is being sold separately, Sony would have to go make their own deal, which we already know Activision said that they're one of their best customers when it comes to Call of Duty. It's a fact. Look it up. Because Call of Duty performs better on PlayStation. So there's a part of me that thinks that they can still get a reasonable, maybe better deal, maybe a lesser deal. Maybe they just don't want Microsoft to be over it. Maybe because they're, that's their rival. So they're just like, you know what? We'll try to fight and get a better deal. You see what I'm saying? Or we'll go make our own deal. Right? We'll make our own deal. We are PlayStation. We've been doing this longer than y'all. Let's go. Jim Ryan, I want to go sell Call of Duty separately. Let Call of Duty stand on its own 2 feet. We are going to go and strike a deal for Call of Duty. Let's do our own deal. Let's draft up our own deal. We don't want Microsoft to draft up anything for us. We don't want to be in bed with Microsoft. You see what I'm saying? So who knows? Who knows? Who knows, LT? Who knows? But this is what it is. We have another donation. But let's go over this and let's discuss it. Let's get to this donation. The arguments and allegations between Sony and Microsoft that are emerging as part of the ongoing Activision Blizzard deal. Negotiations are starting to get more absurd. That it is absurd. The latest claim from Sony is that Activision could deliberately release a buggy version of Call of Duty on PS5 to dissuade players from using those consoles. Wow! Did y'all hear that? You see what I'm saying? Sony been doing this for so long that they know. You see what? Didn't we have all this discussion? There was like people were saying, oh, there's going to be a lawsuit against Microsoft for buying Activision because of the allegations that was going on. Also, the development teams, how are they going to be considering that Microsoft sucks at management? So you hear what Sony just said? This is what I'm talking about. You have to look at it from that perspective. Remember, come on, guys. Remember, come on, put on your memory hat. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Remember when this merger was announced. Remember, those same Xbox fans was saying, man, we are kind of worried about the future of Call of Duty and the quality of Call of Duty. How is the quality going to be in the future? Here comes Sony. Makes sense. It actually makes sense. Sony is worried about quality. Wow. Listen, bro. You can't fault them for this. This is what I'm talking about. You cannot.
We will make our own destiny.
This is what I get to y'all donations. I appreciate y'all. This is what I've been talking about. You see what I'm saying? Look at it from a different lens. You have to look at it from a different lens. You have to use your third eye. Use your third eye. Put on your business eye. Pull it out. You just look, find that socket in your head, that extra third eye, and use that third eye so you can see. This could happen. This statement here could happen. Call of Duty could be buggy and yeah, let's go ahead and let's take the deal. Let's take the deal. Let's take the deal. But what happens in the future? Call of Duty gets buggy, glitchy. How that's going to affect Sony? PlayStation fans are going to come after Sony. You shouldn't have accepted the deal in the first, doggone. I'm telling you. You see, everybody saying, oh, Sony, shut your mouth and accept the deal. And then when Call of Duty gets buggy and glitchy 10 years from now, 5 years from now, whatever time from now, then the hatchet comes down on Sony. That's what they're trying to avoid. Right? But at the same time, if Sony goes on ahead and say, oh, you know what? I tell you, you know what?
We will make our own destiny.
You know what? I get to y'all donations. You know what? We're not gonna risk ruin our subscription service. Let's work out another deal where we can have it on our platform, some type of time exclusive content situation like we used to have it before. Let us be the market leader for Call of Duty, right? That's what Sony really wants, because DLCs, microtransactions performs better on PlayStation. More people play on PlayStation, but you see what I'm telling you guys? Sony is trying to not be in the crossfire, y'all. They're not trying to be in the crosshairs. They're not trying. No. Let Microsoft do what they do. Let Nintendo don't even care. I'm surprised Nintendo even take the freaking deal. Nintendo fans don't even care about Call of Duty, bro. They don't care. They got way too many games to worry about than freaking Call of Duty. They can care less about Call of Duty. You see how long Call of Duty haven't even been on a Nintendo platform? 4 years since Call of Duty Ghosts. So Nintendo can do without Call of Duty. Let Microsoft be in that crosshair. Let them put it in their subscription service. If the quality gets debugged and let's say later on they raise the price of Game Pass, let all of that stuff falls down on top of their heads. Because here's what's going to happen. They're going to raise the price of Game Pass eventually, especially with this ABK deal, with all these Activision games in there. They're going to raise the price. Here's where people are going to hold you as a freaking standard. Here's the double-edged sword. Here's where you cannot hold a sword by the freaking blade. Here's why. Not just because you're going to get cut. Here is why. If you go up on the price for anything, here's where consumers are going to hold you accountable. Here's where they're going to hold you accountable. The quality, the value. Oh my God. Call of Duty is so buggy and glitchy now. Guess what people are going to do? People are going to jump ship. They're going to jump off. They're going to unsubscribe. Phil Spencer even said it himself. Come on, y'all. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Phil Spencer even said it himself, like, man, people are just not subscribing like they supposed to Game Pass. The numbers, it seems like we're reaching the ceiling right now when it comes to consoles and subscriptions for Game Pass. Why is that? You have to find a way to increase the subscription on consoles. You're in the console market, right? Doesn't matter if you're first, second, third, dead last, whatever. In this case, they're dead last. Doesn't matter. Find a way to increase the subscribership of your subscription service as much as you can. Remember, he said there's a ceiling, and they already feel like they're reaching the ceiling. They already feel like they're at the ceiling, y'all. So maybe with this Activision Blizzard deal, they can grow above that ceiling. But what happens when the quality dwindles? It's going to crumble. You know how y'all are. You know y'all talk about qualities of these games or whatever the case may be and all that, right? First thing y'all gonna say, oh, I'm unsubscribing from Game Pass because COD is trash. COD is worse than how it used to be. Then what? oh, I guess it's not such a great merger after all, right? Then we suffer. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You can't just look at this deal from one perspective. Oh, yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, get the deal through. Yeah. That's why I say focus on your IPs. Have a solid track record of developing your games better. You see what happens when you keep buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying?
We'll make our own destiny.
That's what happens when you keep buying. When you have mismanagement happening, we're going to have another Don Matrix situation on our hands. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. We're going to have another Don Matrix situation on our hands. If Phil Spencer, if Microsoft cannot find a way to manage all these studios, including Activision, including all these studios that's working on Call of Duty, if they cannot manage that, everything is going to go down the toilet. Everything is going to go down the drain. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's what I'm talking about. You cannot blame Sony. Sony might be a lot of things that you don't like. They can be anti-consumer. So is Microsoft as well. They be having some anti-consumer behaviors as well. Sony could be, you know, the worst sometimes when it comes to crossplay. Now they're getting better with crossplay because everybody was knocking out on them in the PS3 time frame. They got a little bit better in PS4 time frame. This is the same freaking Sony, the first one to raise the price on the consoles. This is the same freaking Sony that be acting like they don't even freaking care. This is the same freaking Sony that said, we believe in generations. This is the same freaking Sony that turns around and say, oh, yeah, Horizon Forbidden West is free. Upgrade from PS4 to PS5. And they turn around and act like they didn't even say it. I told y'all, Sony is not perfect. I told y'all that. But y'all don't listen to me. Y'all don't listen to me. Y'all don't listen to me. Y'all want to hear what y'all want to hear, but that's fine. I'm telling y'all, these companies ain't perfect. So what's going to happen when everything crumbles on Microsoft's side, when the quality is not there? This is why Sony is trying to avoid the buggy, glitchy experience when it comes to Call of Duty. We got to preserve our subscription service. We ain't trying to ruin our subscription service. We ain't trying to mess up our fan base and let them be pissed at us. We're trying to preserve our subscription service. We ain't trying to lose millions of subs. We ain't trying to gain subs and lose a bunch of them because Call of Duty is garbage. Call of Duty is buggy and glitchy and not performing well. Let's get to these super chats. E-Man 2537. I feel like Sony is projecting all of the things they have done or are doing, using it as an argument. They are scars of what's going around comes around. LT Hulk, thank you for the 5, says, bro, why would Microsoft ruin COD when they have to recoup $70 billion? Bing, ding, 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 ding. We playing family. Woo! Listen, why does, you know what? I love how you use the word why, because now I'm fixing to go in now. Okay. You want to use the word why? We're going to use the word why today. Why is Halo the way it is? Why is the relation? Listen, bro. Listen, there's so many whys with Microsoft. Why Microsoft and Bungie went sour? Why did Epic and Microsoft went sour? Well, there's a lot of whys when it comes to money and IPs. Remember the Epic and Microsoft situation and how Gears turned out the way it is now. We remember the situation with Halo. Look at Halo now. Look at the bull crap with Halo. Why? Yeah, why? Why spend no. Look at what's going on right now, my G. Look at what's happening. It's almost as if like we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. You know what we care about? We care about the long haul for our service. So what if some of these games and qualities or whatever suffers in the long run? That's just the way it is. We got to cut costs one way or the other, right? We're trying to give y'all a sweet deal. It's only so long that the bridge can withstand all that weight and pressure before it cracks and crumbles, right? There's a lot of whys with it when it comes to Microsoft. Why is it that Microsoft been labeled as the shooter box? The same games over and over and over and over again. The 3 games, Gears, Forza, Halo, over and over again. Those 3 IPs. Why you think that they trying to step out of that vein and buying Bethesda, and now they're buying Activision because they want to have a wider genre of games so they can appeal to more people, so they can hook some of y'all and pull y'all into their freaking service. They don't want you to unsubscribe from Game Pass. They want to keep you subscribed. So what if the qualities of some of their stuff is not up to par? That's what I'm telling you what Microsoft is thinking. They're thinking, hey, why would you complain? You're getting a sweet deal. You don't have to spend $70 for a lot of these first-party games, so why should you freaking complain? You're getting a sweet deal. We're the Walmart of console gaming. So what the heck are you complaining about? So what if a couple COD games here and there, the quality is not the same, or it's buggy or glitchy or whatever the case may be? Then what? Then what? Who cares, right? You're getting a bargain. You don't have to spend $70, so deal with it. There's a lot of whys when it comes to Sony. There's a lot of whys when it comes to Microsoft. I'm still wondering why we don't even have full backwards compatibility on PS5. I'm still wondering why the heck we can't just download PS3 games and play them. There's a lot of whys with these corporations. I told you, I love Sony, but they don't get a pass. They don't get a pass. They in the fire too, my G. They don't get a pass. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. But some of y'all, you label me as this, I'm always going to speak the truth. I'm always going to speak the truth from my heart. Whether it's wrong or right to y'all. None of these suckers are perfect. It's the same thing across the board. It's just that one is giving us much more of a higher quality when it comes to their single player games. Suck when it comes to their multiplayer games. Have no multiplayer games on their platform. Don't get me started on Sony. Don't push my buttons, because I'll call them out. A lot of y'all not gonna like what I have to say. Why is it that we don't have no multiplayer games yet? Well, hold on. We gotta wait. So same thing with Microsoft. We gotta wait, right? Isn't that what y'all tell me all the? Oh, we gotta wait. We gotta be patient. With Starfield yesterday, what y'all came after me and said yesterday? Double-edged sword, my G. Double-edged sword. What y'all said yesterday? Oh, you're just being aggressive. Oh my God. Oh, you're just looking at the gameplay. Oh, you just need to wait. Isn't that what y'all saying? I need to wait. Same thing with Sony. We need to wait. We still waiting. Still waiting on full backwards compatibility. It might not never happen. There's a lot of, we still waiting on dynamic themes. There's a lot of why. Why don't we have dynamic themes on PS5? Why don't we have a better sound profile on PS5 for a lot of sound bars and everything else? There's a lot of whys, my G. It ain't just Microsoft, it's Sony too. But some of y'all don't like when I talk. Because when I talk, I'm always going to be real with y'all. Oh, you see I'm sweating right now? Because so much passion that goes into this. Some of y'all think, oh, you just being mad. Oh, you're just mad. Nah, bro. I love this so much. My life depends on this. I put so much of my energy and time into these topics and discuss these topics in depth. I'm not mad. I'm just passionate. I'm just overly passionate about this gaming stuff. This is my last ride. This is the last thing I want to do with my life. You feel me? So I'm always going to treat it like I love it, like I'm passionate about it. Some topics piss me off. Some comments piss me off. That's just the way it is. Another day at the office. That's just the way how life works. But I'm telling you, none of these suckers are perfect. Sony just does a better job than Microsoft when it comes to their games. When it comes as every single, am I saying every single game is quality? No, it's not. According to y'all, it's not. Returnal is garbage. That don't look next generation. Oh, Ratchet and Clank, oh, that's garbage. Oh, GT7, that's not quality. You see what I'm saying? Coming from the same PlayStation fans. Oh, I don't like Returnal. Returnal is not next generation. But when you say it, when you say something does not look next gen, then the same frauds that come after you for saying something that does not look next generation. But when you call something out and say, oh man, this don't even look next generation. We're in a next generation phase and time frame. Oh no, don't get my wheels going, bro. Oh, y'all stop. It's so hypocritical because the same hands that feed you end up biting you in the end. That's just the way it is. Double-edged sword of life. You call a game, just like I call out Starfield yesterday. I said, man, this don't even look next generation. This looked like a last gen game, like a 10-year-old game. Oh, you're just this. Oh, you're just that. Right? But when the tables are turned and they see something that does not look next generation to them, they call it out. Oh, this don't even look next gen. Oh, what are you doing? But when you do it, when you call something out and say something is not next gen, oh, you're so bad. You're Judas. You're a fraud. Because you're not allowed to have an opinion about a freaking video game. Right? Because for some reason, we don't need to uphold these companies to do better. We don't need to call them out when they slacking. Right? When they giving us bullcrap on a silver platter. No. Pat on the back. Even when the game don't even look next generation. Even when the game just looking mediocre. We need to just, give them a pat on the back. When I was calling out WB for that freaking Gotham Knights, no freaking options, just 30 FPS. Oh, no, you were wrong. You're being so harsh. That's why things don't get changed. That's why we get what we get. Stop settling and demand more. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about graphics. I told y'all the gameplay just does not look great to me. That's all I said. I said, man, this don't even look good. The gameplay don't even look. I'm like, what is this? That's just my opinion. People come after you for your opinion. That's just the way it is. If you're not agreeing with everybody in the same crowd, you a fraud. They're gonna, you a fraud, bro. You a fraud. Oh, you this, you that. Get out of here, man. Listen, and this is the same thing with this Call of Duty stuff. This is the same thing that's being pointed out. What happens when the quality is not the same? What happens when you see Call of Duty 10 years from now? Oh, why would Microsoft pay $69 billion not to have Call of Duty? Yeah, let's talk about why. Y'all want to play this game about why? Why is it that Microsoft is paying $69 billion not to have Call of Duty exclusive to their platform only? I'll tell you why. Because they know COD does not perform great on Xbox. They know it performs on somebody else's platform. Oh, let's strike a deal. Let's look at the user base. And the more people play, because COD is a multi-platform game to begin with. I see a lot of people saying that. Oh, why Microsoft is paying $69 billion to have all their games spread out everywhere. I don't know, man. This is, I don't know. There's a lot of whys, my G. There's a lot of whys with why. Derek, thank you for the 5. Sony speaking from experience. People must have forgotten what happened when Sony had the marketing rights for COD for the last decade. Yeah, nah, man. They looking from a different lens. They don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear you. Thank you for the $5, by the way. Yeah, they don't want to hear that. Oh no, you're a Sony fanboy. No. Look at how Sony. I ain't wasting my time talking about it because they're gonna call you a fanboy. They're gonna call me a fanboy. We're far from being fanboys. It's business. Look how well COD has performed. Even Activision themselves came out before the merger happened. Oh man, you know what? Sony is one of our best customers. Sony is one of our best customers. Call of Duty brings in the money more on PlayStation than it does on Xbox. Microsoft know this. That's why they're paying all this money, because they know they can rake in the dough. The more the merrier. Make them look good in the end. Come on, guys. It's business. They're not your friend. They're not my friend. They're not your friend. I don't need no friends. That's all good. Stay where you at. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, free comes with it. You know what I want to say. Okay? Nothing for free in this. And if it's too good to be true, best believe it's going to come with something. Y'all know this. Stop playing. C. Hendo, what's good, fam? I saw your email. I filled out that thing, man. God bless. With the 28 months. Yes, we in here. So check this out. And then we're going to move on. Not only does Sony believe Activision Blizzard could release a version of their game that would be buggy solely on PS5 and or PS4, they also suggest that bugs would be deliberately introduced into the game after it's released. Let's sabotage you, Sony. Come on, y'all. Come on. If I need to pour some water on my face, you don't need Einstein to show you this. You don't need the inventor of a light bulb to show you this. So you can see through the bull crap. Sony is basically saying, oh yeah, they can deliberately rig us, mess us up, and mess up our subscription service. Are y'all following with what's going on? Are y'all following? Are y'all hearing me what I'm saying? Sony is like, yeah, what could prevent Activision or what could prevent Microsoft from giving us a raw deal? Oh, here's a sweet deal. But on the back end, oh yeah, let's go ahead. Let's make the PS5 version buggy and glitchy. And then Sony's sitting there, dang it. Dang. Ugh. Tossing stuff. We shouldn't have signed that stupid deal. Now our fan bases is in turmoil. We shouldn't have signed that freaking deal. Too late. Too late. Too late. Jim Ryan tossing stuff on the walls, throwing stuff through the window. Too late. On a freaking high rise. He's on the 70th floor at the top of Sony headquarters, throwing stuff out the window. Can't win in life. I've learned that a long time ago. People can say one thing. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, go ahead and take the deal, baby. Go ahead and take the deal, baby.
Bucks $5. First of all, as gamers, we should be more concerned with the quality of the game, whether that be the story or the gameplay, i.e. 60 FPS standard, but for some reason we all worried about next gen, whatever that means.
The term, let me explain this. Thank you for the 5. The term next generation simply means, well, we're in a new generation and we have powerful hardware, so our standards is a lot higher than it was the last generation. That's what next generation means. People are expecting games to run better and look better than they looked in the previous generation. People do not want to pay a premium price for the same friggin' game or for the same friggin' experience that they were graduating from. It's almost as if like you're graduating from high school to college, but it seems as though that you're graduating back to middle school. When you just graduated from high school to go to college, it's like you're going one step backwards. It's pretty much all next generation is. It's a step forward in technology. It's a step forward in FPS, resolution, graphics, sound, characterization, world, replay value. All of those things, you see, it's a step above. It's graduating on to the next thing, on to the next level. That's what it is. And if you see a game that does not look next generation, Sony fans know this. If they're listening to me right now, looking through this Sony lens, no pun intended, they'll always be the first one. You see how they were getting on Sony's case? That's why I said we have a lot of hypocrites. It's funny how a lot of PlayStation fans been getting on Sony. You need to stop developing games for PS4. We need to see games that runs on PS5, only on PS5. What does that mean? What is PlayStation fans saying? Next gen. That's what they're saying. Come on. This is not ABC, bro. Like, this is very simple to understand on what PlayStation fans are saying. Getting on Sony's case. Stop developing games for PS4. We need to see games only on PS5. That's what next generation means. We need to see improvements. We're tired of seeing games looking mediocre. They got on Sony's case for God of War. They got on Sony's case for Gran Turismo. They got on Sony's case for Horizon Forbidden West. Do I need to keep going? These are the same people. And they know I'm speaking the truth. They got on Sony's case. Stop developing games for PS4.
Jace Skell $100.
Shout outs to Jace with the $100. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the 100. Thank you for the trifecta. I appreciate you. Thank you for the blessing, man. It helps us out. Appreciate you, Jace. Welcome back, baby. Roundtable member Jace. Thank you for the 100. This is why I say I'm going to always be real with y'all. I'm always going to be honest with y'all. And this is why I say, yeah, say what you want to say about Sony. But Sony's argument is, what could prevent Activision or Microsoft from giving us a buggy version of Call of Duty? Yeah, that's a raw deal. That's a raw deal. Now we're screwed. Now everything that we stand for crumbles. No, sir. That's a term I always like to use. No, sir. No, sir. You can take that deal and shove it. Go ahead, go wherever you want to go with it. But we ain't taking that deal because we don't want to be screwed in the end. Period. That's what they're basically saying, ladies and gentlemen. So let's wrap this up. It says, not only does Sony believe Activision Blizzard could release a version of their game that would be buggy solely on PS5 and or PS4, they also suggest that the bugs would be deliberately. That means you being spiteful. You're going to screw us. You're going to give us a good deal and then you're going to screw us in the rear. Deliberately introduced into the game after its release, the latest allegation was submitted to the CMA as a part of Sony's argument about why the Microsoft-Activision Blizzard shouldn't go ahead and was spotted by Tom Warren. Quote, for example, Microsoft might release a PlayStation version of Call of Duty where bugs and error emerges only on the game's final level or after the later update. You see what I'm saying? Woo! You see what I'm saying? I'm going crazy today. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, go ahead and take the deal. Yeah, it's a sweet deal. It's a great deal. It's the best deal ever. And then screw you into where in the end. You think you're getting such a great deal, right? Nah, we gonna screw y'all. You think we love you, PlayStation? You think we love you, Jim Ryan? You think we love you, Sony? No. We are the snakes. You in our domain. All right? We're trying to wrap y'all up and get y'all up out of here. We're trying to squeeze the life. We're trying to squeeze everything. Bro, we're trying to get you out of the competition. So it makes sense. You got to look at things like this. The degradation of the freaking game. Why should we even waste time giving y'all the higher quality? We're in business too. We're trying to get subscriptions too. We don't want y'all already dominating us. You got to look at this. What's in it for Microsoft? Come on, y'all. I know some of y'all are smarter than this. What is in it for Microsoft? Oh, Sony gets the same quality that y'all get? Sony already got way more subscribers than y'all. So, yo! I'm going crazy today. You see what I'm saying?
We'll make our own destiny.
What's in it? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? You're getting a raw deal. That's what's in it for you. You're gonna get. You gonna get. Woo! We gonna bear bonds you out of this competition. We already got the market sold up, Sony. We already got the cloud market sold up, Sony. Ain't nobody touching us, Sony. All right? We got the subscription market sold up, Sony. That's why you switched things up, Sony. That's why you came out with this restructure of PlayStation Plus, Sony. Because of us. Because you poked the bear. Now you messing with the bear. Now we're fixing to come after you now. So, yeah, go ahead and take the deal. See, that's what the devil does before he devours you. Yeah, he make everything looks all good and gravy. And then he swallow you whole. Pay attention, y'all. This is a chess move, baby. This is a chess move. This is a suplex. This is a tombstone Undertaker move. You think Microsoft wants Sony to get the upper hand? Oh, we're going to give you the best quality experience. Yeah. Read the fine print. We going to jab you. Oh, yeah. Come on. Let's box. Let's get it. Microsoft is not stupid, bro. That's why I tell y'all, you have to look at this from a different lens. That's why Sony is not jumping on this, because they know they've been in this game longer than Microsoft. We ain't trying to get, we are not trying to get cut on the end of this. You're not going to make us look like the laughing stock when we was dominating the market with Call of Duty or whatever with DLC. Are you crazy? What is you smoking? I want to know what you smoking, because we're not fixing to budge on this. Call us crybabies all you want, but we ain't stupid. We know business, and we not fixing to fall into this freaking trap. This is all facts right here. All of this could happen. Not saying it will happen, but Sony is smart enough to be alarmed and be like, Anybody who believed that, it's a great deal. Yeah, it sounds like a great deal, but read the fine print. Look at the future. Look what can happen. Let's dig into this and let's finish this. I got to get to these donations. It says, even if the degradations could be swiftly detected, any remedy would likely come too late. Yeah, you know what that means? It already gone down the drain. It's going to be too hard for you to get it back. It's already gone down the drain. In other words, the damage is already done. Now you look like a clown. Now you look foolish. Like kicking the freaking, you're going crazy, right? You kicking the bucket. You want to throw something. It's just like, wait, what? It already gone down the degradation is already happening. It's too late now. Now you at the grace of Microsoft. Now you at the grace of Activision. Fix this. How does that affect us? Big time. Then it goes on to say, by which time the gaming community would have lost confidence in PlayStation. What did I just say? What did I just say? Y'all don't listen to me. Way before I read this article. How will that make Sony look? A company that's been upholding quality since 1996, putting out quality software since 1996. Not every single thing is perfect. We already know this already. How would that make Sony look? Sony, this is on your platform, Sony. You're supposed to be about quality. The same fans who are saying accept the deal, they're going to be the ones that going to hit you upside the head. You should have known better, Sony. Yes, we wanted this deal to go through, but we're also going to sit here and be like, Sony, you a fraud. PlayStation ain't as good as they are anymore. You see what I'm saying? That's like Toyota keep on making the same thing over and over. Remember those gas pedal issues with Toyota where the cars were just accelerating on their own? And it was a big old lawsuit against Toyota. You see what Toyota, you think Toyota is stupid enough to keep making them faulty gas pedals? You know what they end up doing? Fixing them doggone gas pedals because they don't want their reputation to be ruined. It's the same thing with PlayStation. Open up your eyes. Microsoft is not their friend. Jim Ryan ain't trying to be friends with Sony, with Phil Spencer or Brad Smith or whatever his name is. They ain't trying to be buddies. We're in business to make money. Period. We ain't friends. We ain't going to be popping champagne, caviar. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to these donations. Wayne with the $10 says, hey, Marlon, I just finished Horizon Forbidden West this morning, and I can't say it. I can say it's worth every penny. My man, glad you enjoyed the game. Sean Forbes with the 16 months says, yeah, Marlon, you always keep it real with us 100%. I appreciate you, bro. My man, appreciate that. Listen. Listen. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Listen, when I was starting the show today, I didn't realize that when I was going over the topics this morning, I didn't realize that I didn't know this was going to happen today, but this is just the way how God moves. This is why y'all come to this show. Y'all don't come to this show for fanboyism. Y'all don't come to this show for bullcrap. Y'all come to the show to get your information and get my opinion on things, and I hear y'all opinion, and then we get on about our lives, get on about our business. But sometimes God moves in mysterious ways, and sometimes the shows are a little bit longer than some. That's just the way how life works. Can't help how I am. Can't help that the fact that I'm passionate about what I do. Can't help that I'm different from everybody else that's on YouTube, because a lot of people ain't going to do what I do. One man show here. Don't care. You see what I'm talking about? This is why I say you have to give Sony their flowers. They have a quality to uphold, whether it's third party, first party, second party. Look at Forspoken. I'm pretty sure Jim Ryan is pissed off. Look at the quality of that. Look at that partnership. Look how that actually went. Oh, let's merge now. Let's go in with Square Enix. That's what happens when the quality gets degraded and stuff ain't right. Then you got to shut down shop. You got to shut down studios. You see what I'm telling you? You see what I'm telling you? Double-edged sword. You hype up this game. You show all these gameplay trailers. And when the game comes out, it's crap. It's not good. Then when you say the game is not good as a content creator, people come after you. Then when these corporations shut down studios and stuff, oh. Now so-and-so was telling the truth. You see what I'm telling you about people? They want to hear it from the big dogs, the suit and tie dudes, the ones that use their shirt to clean their apples instead of using water to clean their apples because they don't give a doggone. They're good. Keep it moving. It's all good. Now, let's finish this up and get to this donation. So that would have lost confidence in PlayStation as a go-to venue to play Call of Duty. So because of the degraded quality of Call of Duty, yeah, that great deal is not so great anymore. It's a sour deal now. And now it's too late because you already signed a contract. So keep getting that broomstick. Now, indeed, as Modern Warfare 2 assets, Call of Duty is most often purchased in the first few weeks of release if it became known that the game's performance on PlayStation was worse. Oh God, this is too much. PlayStation was worse than on Xbox. Call of Duty gamers could decide to switch to Xbox. Woo! You see the double-edged sword? You see the double-edged sword? You see the double-edged sword? You see that? You see that? You see the double-edged sword? You see that? You see that? Woo! 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 You see that? You see the double-edged sword? You see when the smoke clears, you can see right through the bull crap? You see what I'm saying? It's all smoke and mirrors until somebody get in a sticky situation. You see that last part right there? Woo! Microsoft think they slick. I told y'all. I sat there and I told, oh no, you just trying to bash Xbox. Oh no, you just trying to be a hater. See? This is like so real. Because this is exactly what could happen to Sony. These corporations ain't fooling me. You see what I'm saying? More people play Call of Duty on PlayStation. For a reason. If the quality dwindles, people can decide to play on Xbox more because the quality is better. People come after me for quality. Oh, you just bash an Xbox and it's not always about quality and it's not always, you see what I'm telling you? That's a big deciding factor. People are not going to play bull crap when they can actually have the best experience possible. Why? What's in it for Microsoft? Why is Microsoft being so nice? Why is it, you got to ask yourselves, why is Microsoft being so nice to us? Why should we, this deal is too good to be true. No, this is the tail end on it. This is how you get the banana in the tailpipe. I'm not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Well, Jim Ryan, if you sign this deal, you will fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Up yours. Yeah, you will fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Yeah, you will. Because you're going to get screwed. You're not going to make it that far. It's going to seem like, oh, everything is great. But no, you're going to start choking afterwards. You think Microsoft going to come to your rescue? No, sir. Because Microsoft is trying to win this entire generation. Who is going to sit there and let you know how the game works? You think Microsoft going to hold your hand, Sony? Y'all just ride off in the sunset together. Oh, we're best buddies. We're best pals. No, sir. That's not how it works. This is not how business works. We trying to step on your head so that we could get to the top. We tired of you dominating us. We almost had you in the 360 time frame, and now you've been splashing mud in our face. You have more exclusives than us. Your games are more higher quality than us. We're tired of the mud. So we got to shaft you one way or the other. Sony. Wow. Interesting turn of events today in this edition of the show. Wow. Bet y'all gonna leave this show with that mindset of Microsoft is not so great as you think they are. They're in business. They're a corporation. They're in business to screw any other company that's in business with them. Okay? Microsoft is not your lover. Okay? Microsoft is not your friend. All right? Period. And Sony knows this. Wow. People can switch up. PlayStation can lose everything. They can lose everything.
Xbox Gamer $1. Hey Marlon, there's something about Xbox that makes me bust. And Phil's promises is way better than your Sony.
Well, here's the thing, buddy. Thank you for your $1. My Sony, no, your Sony as well, because I'm pretty sure you play PlayStation games. So pump your brakes on my Sony when it's your Sony. Everybody in here plays Sony. Promises. Don't we all make promises that we can't keep? You really want to talk about Phil Spencer's promises? Don't get me started on promises from Phil Spencer. Do not get me started on that. That's a conversation that we don't need to be have. That's a conversation that's going to drag out the show longer than it needs to be. You talking about promises? That man has given us so many promises. Oh, this is going to happen. Oh, this is going to. Same thing with Jim Ryan. They both in the same promises. Dog, that's all we get every year is promises from Phil Spencer. This man was sitting here apologizing for not giving us anything first party this year, last year. Right? Promises. See where promises lead you? Yeah, it leads you on the promise hill. It leads you on the promise mountain. And then when you get to the top of the mountain, guess what? You think it's all going to be gravy and all that. Nope. Empty promises. Wait till E3. We're going to blow y'all away. And then when E3 comes around, it's smoke and mirrors. Games ain't looking up to part. Bunch of CGI trailer. Then they do show off gameplay. Oh, gameplay don't look good. Gameplay looking like something from early Xbox One days. Oh, or it's running on PC or whatever the case may be. Bunch of broken promises. Want to talk about promises? Really want to talk about promises. Come on, man. Don't spoil the grape today. Don't spoil the bunch of grapes today, because both Sony and Microsoft is full of promises. Okay? Both of them. So, yeah. It ain't just Microsoft. It's also Sony as well. Okay? So your Microsoft, your Xbox, your precious Xbox is full of promises as well. Okay? If you're going to put the blame on both of them, because they both ain't perfect, my G. So don't just label it as, oh, my Sony. Your Sony too. Because I'm pretty sure at one point in time, you wasn't so much on the green side. You was on the blue side as well. And some of y'all act like y'all just so hardcore of an Xbox fan. And the reality is a lot of you guys are playing PlayStation as well. Y'all repping PlayStation hard to the fullest. But some of y'all are just too chicken to admit the truth. It's all facts, man. All facts. But it's right here. And you see the reason why Sony is not willing to negotiate anything, because in fear of people leaving PlayStation and going over to Xbox in the long run, because Call of Duty is not performing well on PlayStation anymore. And guess what happens to Sony? This is the reason why I say Sony needs to develop their own Call of Duty. Jonathan, thank you for subscribing. OG Gaming, thank you for the $10. Everything you are saying could happen. However, the only thing... Oh, here we go. Hold on. Here we go.
Xbox Gamer $1.
Here we go.
If you compare Horizon FW to Starfield clips yesterday, it's way more better than FW. IDK, why you hyping Go WR over Starfield when it's way better? Xbox better than your PS.
Woo! 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 Listen, man. I'm too old for this console war bull crap. I'm too old for this back and forth garbage. Listen, bro. You're talking about two different type of games. You're talking about Horizon Forbidden West compared to Starfield? I didn't even got to talk about it. That's a waste of... Oh, God. Oh, boy, this is funny. I ain't got to waste time and energy on this console war bull crap. Yo, thank you for the 21 months. I ain't got to waste time. You know how many people put out tweets about Horizon Forbidden? It's a waste of time,
Google
bro.
Eyes $3.
Thank you for the $3, Google Eyes. It's a waste of time. You know how many people put out tweets talking about how good and groundbreaking Horizon Forbidden West is on PS5? People showing clips of Aloy running in the water and moving around in the environment and looking at the grass and the physics, and that's a PS4 game. And you want to talk about Starfield compared to the quality of Horizon Forbidden West? Yeah, let's just leave it where it's at, bro. I can't. We talking about PS4. Starfield is you want to talk about comparing apples to apples, which we cannot because it's two separate games. Microsoft should be ashamed of themselves. This is a next generation only game. Starfield is a next generation only game. Two separate type of games. Yeah, one is so massive that the graphics is not going to be remotely as good because it has to make up for all the resources and things that's into the world. So the graphics is not going to be that great, but you can't compare Horizon Forbidden West, a linear type of semi-open world type of game comparing to a massive open world type of game, right? We'll see come June 11th how much genre defining it is and how it's going to blow everybody away and how people are just going to retweet all the graphics and retweet how groundbreaking it is for the industry. We'll see if it has the same effect as Horizon Forbidden West. You don't believe me? Look it up on Twitter. How many times you've seen people retweet or tweet stuff about Horizon Forbidden West and how beautiful that game looks? And that's a PS4 game, my G. Is Starfield an Xbox One game? No, it's not. It's a next generation only game. It's only for the series consoles and PC. Yeah, let's not go there, okay? Let's not go there. Thank you so much for the 21 months. Yeah. Let's not go there. Waste of time, waste of energy. Let's not go there, bro. Let's not waste our time. Let's not do that, okay? Let's not do that. All right. So we are going to leave that topic alone. Told y'all this show is going to be crazy today, man. And that's just the way it is when you're passionate about what you do. RE4 Demo. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. All right. Some shows are going to be longer than some. Some of y'all say, oh, the show is too short sometimes. Well, there you go. The show is long today. Now, RE4 Demo apparently dropping today. It says the blooper in question is an ad that Twitch ran yesterday and then pulled swiftly. However, internet sleuths were quick to take a screenshot. Multiple users confirmed seeing the ad, which was later corroborated by known insider Dusk Golem. According to the screenshot circulating online, the demo won't be a time exclusive, as been the case with some of the recent releases. This means that it will be available on both PS4 and PS5 alongside other platforms. I just saw it now. So it seems as though that we're going to be getting the demo today, which we were already expecting that we're going to get RE4. So we'll be streaming that for you guys 5 p.m. EST today, and we're going to be seeing what's going to be happening. Matter of fact, it's going to be going down really soon. So we need to go ahead and get this show on the road. All right. Here is where I think the PS5 is so incredible when it comes to value. And so we're talking about The Last of Us here. And we've seen this with like Returnal and things of that nature, with you needing 32 gigs of RAM. We see it for Forspoken as well, where you need just a lot of RAM or a 3070 graphics card to really squeeze out the best performance, or at least to get 4K at 60 FPS. And the next victim here is obviously The Last of Us remake on PC. Told y'all, man, PS5 is just a great deal as a console. It's just the best place to play exclusive games if you don't have the money. Now, if you do have the money to purchase a beefier machine, then by all means go ahead and do what you do. But right here, it basically says that The Last of Us PC players need a $1,200 graphics card for 4K 60 FPS. Now, some of you guys will say, well, on the PS5, it's 4K 40, right? And also you have another 4K 30 mode, and then you also have dynamic 4K 60. At least you get 60 FPS, right? But you don't get native 4K 60. You get 4K 40 on PS5. You also get 1800p 60 FPS, and you also get 4K 30. But still, you could buy 2 PS5s with this price. It just goes to show you the insane power and capabilities of the PlayStation 5. You have to sit there and buy a 4080 graphics card to get the performance. We just finished talking about this. You see what I've been telling you guys? But some of you guys want to jump on the PC bandwagon, and it ain't as great as you think it is, because you got to spend all this money just to get 4K 60. Yes, I know that the PS5 version is not quite 4K 60, but at least it's dynamic 4K 60. At least you get that 60 FPS. On PC, it's a whole different ball game when you sit there and wait a whole year or wait 6 months, 7 months to get these PC ports. Just be ready to fork out a lot of money to play these PlayStation games on PC, like I told you guys. So basically it says, following the recent delay, PC players will finally get their hands on The Last of Us Part 1 with its release on March the 28th. There's just one catch. Those wanting to run the game at 4K 60, you love that buttery smooth 60, huh? Well, you're going to pay for it. With all of the graphics options set to Ultra, we'll need the second most powerful consumer-grade graphics card. In other words, Jamaican will say Yabati Bunyo. The NVIDIA RTX 4080, which is retailing for $1,200. So yeah, your backside and a fire. That's right. The Last of Us on PC to look its absolute best with all of the visual bells and whistles turned on, and without relying on FSR upscaling. Yeah, you would definitely need a RTX 4080 is officially recommended. So in other words, your backside in a fire. Let's move on to the next topic. Next topic. So Microsoft is going full-blown advertisement for the ABK deal. Yes, sirree. Ding, ding. Microsoft is celebrating, baby. Celebrating. Microsoft uses newspaper ads to promote Call of Duty. Yeah, they're promoting it. Oh, they're promoting it, baby. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. You see this? Let's show y'all. Yeah. See this here? Xbox Call of Duty for 150 million more players. Oh, this is a sweet deal, baby. It's a sweet deal. Microsoft, this is coming from PSU.com, says Microsoft has resorted to full-page newspaper ads to promote the Call of Duty aspect of their proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard. The UK ads claim they will bring the franchise to 150 million more players across new platforms, something that they have already started to do with their recent Nintendo Switch and GeForce Now deals. There you go, baby. There you go. Sweet deal. Sweet deal, baby. Sweet deal. Hey. Sweet deal. All right. That's on the tail end now. Let's get this popping. Okay. So, PS5. We just talked about 300%, 480 something percent in sales. PS5 sales in Japan just hit 3 million. Wow. So it says that PS5 achieved this in 121 weeks, which is faster than PS3 in 125 weeks and PS4 in 131 weeks. I'm telling you, PS5 is on fire right now, selling like crazy. Furthermore, last week, Sony's current generation consoles outsold Nintendo Switch with 78,000 units moved. As previously reported, the PS5 saw a massive 475% increase in February sales year on year, which marks the first time the Nintendo Switch wasn't on top since February 2018. Jim Ryan's recent claim that PS5 stock shortages are no longer an issue with Sony's flagship console, which has resulted in a huge spike in sales in multiple regions. So there you have it, guys. That concludes the main part of the show. If you have any questions, it's 3 o'clock on the dot. And we also have another stream to do. The grind never stops. All right. If you guys enjoyed the show today, let me see your comments. Let me see your comments. What you think about the show today? Yeah. If you think your boy did a good job today, let me see the comments. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the show. Thumbs down if you did not enjoy the show. All right, come in with your questions. Come in with your questions. Come in with your questions. If you have any questions, any concerns, if you didn't enjoy the show, I think I poured my heart and soul into this edition of the show. So, yeah, come in with your questions. Come in with your questions. Hit that like button for your boy. We got to stream the Capcom event. Ken, appreciate the love, man. Crazy to think if this deal goes through, COD will be first party on Xbox. He said, Marlon, hey, I woke up this morning and I look at Starfield. Awesome, thanks, bro, my man. Awesome show, I enjoyed. Let's see here. It says I would be here. Nice, I did enjoy it. Marco, my man, appreciate it. It says better today than yesterday. Meltdown, my man. Thank you. Lack, what's up, man? Yo, when I get paid, bro, I'll take care of that shipping for the Xbox, okay? I'll hit you up. I said, do you think that Sony brought that up because that's what they do to Xbox versions of games? You know what? That's funny because, like I said, I wouldn't put it past Sony. I wouldn't put it past Sony as well. I wouldn't put it past, yeah, that's a possibility. That's a huge possibility. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, they both block each other's from games or whatever. They both do the same thing. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. But that's an eye opener. That's an eye opener. It says, I will say this: buying up publishers don't guarantee quality, but accessibility. Facts. That's all I was trying to say yesterday. Facts. When the RE4 demo, Capcom is going to be having their showcase in a little bit. So I believe at 4 o'clock. So I will be streaming it because it's 5 p.m. EST. So I need to hurry up and get y'all questions in real quick so I can reload for the Capcom event. Capcom event in 65 minutes. Exactly. So I need to hurry up. It says, hey, Marlon, when we will have a 12-hour stream, that would be fine. Yeah, that would have to be sponsored and heavily funded for me to do that again. I said, did you say Capcom event? Yes, sir. It says, you gonna eat fruits after this and clean? Watch it. You know, I need to eat something after this. I don't even think I have enough time to go somewhere and get some food and come back. I'm just gonna have to get something quick, eat something quickly, and be ready for the show. Because I don't have enough time. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough time. Time goes by quick, man. And I have to, you know, be ready for the Capcom event. I don't have enough time, so I'll probably just grab something quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do cereal. I have to do cereal. I don't have enough time to go out on the road and go grab something to eat. Shaq says, we love you, Marlon. I'm sorry I couldn't donate. Oh, you're good, Shaq. Don't apologize for the fact that you're here. It's all good. It says, Marlon going now show, but was very spicy. My man, told y'all boys. So for the East, oh, what time? Yeah, isn't it supposed to be at 5 o'clock? Wait, let me see. I thought it was supposed to be at 5. It's supposed to be at 5. You said DoorDash? You know what? I haven't used DoorDash in a while. DoorDash is so freaking expensive, though. I don't know. I might do some Chick-fil-A. I don't know. It's supposed to be at 5:10. 5:10 Eastern time, right? I don't know, man. Because I know cereal is just going to piss me off. He said cereal is awesome. I know cereal is going to piss me off. You know what? I just canceled my DoorDash pass as well recently because they just charged me on it. So I just might as well just use that quickly and just probably get some Chick-fil-A real quick. I don't know. Just something to hold me over. It says fry some eggs. Pizza delivery is on next gen sometimes. It says I heard that suicide. Oh yeah. You know what? Yeah, it got delayed. They don't even have a date for it. Yeah, we'll talk about that more. Yeah, it got delayed. I did talk about it earlier. They don't even have a release date for it now. What about Subway, Marlon? You know what? I could do Subway. But man, DoorDash is so freaking expensive, bro. DoorDash is so freaking expensive. Yeah. I need to go ahead and do that. And go grab something to eat and come back. That's what do y'all think? Y'all think I should do that? Let me go ahead and grab something to eat. And because DoorDash is going to be expensive, man. If I do DoorDash right now, it's going to be too expensive. So let me see something. Let me see. Because yeah, I'm telling you, DoorDash is expensive. Like, they're very expensive. You know, especially now with the way how things are, like, yeah, they're very much so expensive. So, yeah. So let me see something. I don't know. Yeah, DoorDash is expensive, y'all. Very expensive. Let me see something. I just want to see something real quick. All right, let me see something. Let me see. DoorDash is expensive, y'all. Very much so. Let me see. I gotta pick something to drink. Let me see. I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna try. Wait. There we go. All right. There we go. Stupid ad. All right. Let me see now what it says here. All right. Let's see what it says. DoorDash is so... Dog, $15? Well, no. Okay, so they waived the delivery fee. They literally waived the delivery fee. So how long is it gonna take though? Oh, heck no. Heck no. Oh, heck no. Between 27 to 42 minutes. Oh, nah, G. I'm good. I'm good, G. I am good. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's better for me to go up there. Nah, man. Nah. It ain't even worth it. It ain't worth it. It said, bro, if you live near me, I would bring you some food. I know. It ain't even worth it. 27 to 42 minutes. Nah, man. Nah. It said pickle snow cones. Ugh. Like, that's disgusting. We ain't got time for that. It says Marlon order a Subway wrap and then it's a wrap. Oh, that's funny. It says I cancel and renew my DoorDash free trial 3 months before it expires. Over and over. It works every time. Yeah, man, that's too long. 27 to 42 minutes. By the time that gets here, it's like the Capcom stream is going to be going on. I want to eat in front of y'all, man. It says you got to check for the spots that are close. Yeah, I think that's like the closest one. And then it says for 22 to 37 minutes, $3. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not even going to waste my time. Nah, y'all. I'll probably just, what time is it now? I probably have enough. If I leave now and come back, I probably have enough time. I probably have enough time. Yo, Frozen, thank you so much.
Frozen Bear $3. You see, Microsoft has the cloud gaming locked up. It is widely known and everyone knows that cloud gaming is not sustainable for the environment. It requires a huge amount of electricity and water to continue to run, keep the system cool.
There we go. There you have it. Thank you so much for the $3, Frozen. I appreciate you. But anyway, guys, I love y'all. Let me hurry up. Let me get something to eat. Let me come back in time to do the Capcom showcase. Dang, I might have it's going to be like 3 streams today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe I could just do everything in one stream. We'll see how we do this. Because we're going to probably have that RE4 demo. Unless I stream it out on Twitch. We'll see. But let me go ahead and get something to eat real quick. And make it back in time for the Capcom event. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, 77 minutes for the Capcom. I think we'll make it back in time. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Hit the like button on the way out if you did enjoy the content. Thank y'all for the donations today. I appreciate every one of you guys. Yeah, the show was a little spicy today, but hey, it's all love. We love what we do here. I'll see you guys in a little bit. We got to make it back for the Capcom event. It says if the ABK deal is approved, then I hope people are ready for more consolidations will come if approved. It says you will be eating the cereal angry, wishing it was some oxtails. Facts. Let me go get something to eat and come back on here to stream for you guys. Again, the grind never stops. I love y'all. Be blessed, be easy. And as usual, please have yourself a good one. We'll be back right here with the Capcom showcase. We out. Love y'all.